Hi, it's Saturday, March 14th. Not even going to try the year. This is the third time I've tried this, and I'm just not. For some reason, I think it's 19 something or another. Really? So, how's everyone out there? I hope everyone is doing all right and you're having a good weekend. Well, start of your weekend anyway. It's raining up here in northern Ohio, and the snow is almost gone. Yards, my yard looks horrible, of course, because I'm not really a yard person. I didn't really do what I was supposed to with the leaves. I just figured I'd deal with it in the spring, so I'm gonna have to deal with it. So that's what's going on there. Um, I had a really nice video. It was like 13 minutes long. Yeah, and the mailman came banging on the door and had my husband's birthday gift that I ordered, and it came in. So had to stop and right in the middle of a thought to. So what are you gonna do? So anyway, today is International Pi Day. You know, pi 3.1492653 something or another. Got your pies done? What kind of pie you can have? I am making cherry pie, which is my husband's favorite pie, and we have 4 cans of red tart cherries, and I tried to make a slurry to make a glaze, and I drained all the juice, and I cooked the juice in a little bit of sugar and cinnamon, and made a slurry out of corn syrup, and it thickened up a little bit, so I put it in the refrigerator hoping it would thicken up more, and I made homemade pie crust. And as long as I have this sucker done by 9:26 or 9:23 tonight, we'll be good. So I'm hoping it'll turn out okay. I used my grandmother's pie crust recipe, and I cut it down to a third, and I hope it works. I mean, but she was a great baker, so it should. Trying to figure. Oh, went to the doctor. I said this in the first video, so I'll say it again here. Went to the doctor, gained 16 pounds in the last 16 months. Yeah. I'm on high blood pressure medicine now. And the colonoscopy that I had taken last year just got results back, and it shows that I have severe diverticulitis or diverticuli. I've not felt any kind of problems, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. I try to eat a high fiber diet anyway, but I really have to lose weight. Fought with weight my whole entire life, and the fight goes on. So that's how that goes. Work, praise God, I'm still working, and we're starting to get busy. We're doing a big, huge contract that will last at least a year, so that we're all very thankful about that. It wasn't slowing down or anything, but it's always nice to get a big, huge contract that's going to last at least a year. So we're all happy about that. I have been knitting, and I do have a question. If anyone can answer it, you experienced knitters out there. I really almost gave up knitting. I have to admit it. I was just going to check it all and just give away all my yarn. Not that I have a lot, but I wasn't going to worry about it. I do that. I get so upset when things don't work out, and it's just really childish, and I decided I wasn't going to do that. Judy, I've seen you, and I don't think I've seen Rock do it. She may knit 2 socks at a time, and I've seen many, many, many podcasters do 2 socks at a time, and it just seems so awesome to be able to do. And I thought, I'm going to do this. I watched Stacey Perry's video a couple times, and all she kept. Don't get me wrong, Stacey Perry, I've learned a lot from her, but she goes very quickly over things I think she should really slow down on. And she's a master knitter, and the things that she shows over and over again, I think, to me, I get that part of it. I need you to slow down with, other things. Like with this 2 socks at a time video she does, is 37 minutes. She says 2 or 3 times, drop your working yarn, so you don't, start knitting with the second. I never had a problem with that. I don't know why. I should have probably, I guess, being a brand new knitter, you know, doing this, I should have had that problem. I didn't. I didn't have that problem. But she went really, really fast on picking up the stitches on the gusset. And I've got this huge mess. I don't know. I've got both socks on one needle, and I still have to pick up these stitches here. These are all picked up on this one. I don't know what to do. I don't have enough room on this needle to pick up any more stitches, and I'm supposed to be starting to knit the front top of the foot with my free needle. How? How am I supposed to do this? She did not go slowly enough. So anyway, these are my 2 socks, which I was like so proud of myself, and that's what pride goes before the fall. I was so proud of myself. You know, I mean, the cuff worked out fine, and I was going to do a shorty sock, you know, just to begin with. And turning the heel, wait a minute, excuse me, sorry. And I'm going to look really ugly, but I can't see. There. Turning the heel was not an issue. Here's the heel. There's no holes. I did that right. I was like, really, this is awesome, you know? I mean, I'm really going to town on these things. What do I do now? How do I finish these socks? And I was just going to scrub everything. I wasn't going to do it. But then my local yarn shop sent out an email. It must have been the Lord. It really had to have been the Lord not wanting me to quit. It's like, if you have any questions, come in any Saturday from 10 to noon, and we'll answer them for free. We'll help you out with your project. I was like, so why am I not going today, you ask? Well, that's a legitimate question. I don't have anything else planned. In fact, I cleared my schedule so that I could, you know, spend the day at home, because I've been running. I had to go with my mother and sister to the Cleveland Clinic for a stroke. My mother had a stroke in October, and this was to follow up. And they want to do one more angiogram to make sure that she doesn't have any abnormal blood vessels. So that's what. Anyway, I'm really very much of a homebody. I don't like my routine changed. I'm very much of a nester. I don't like change at all. And that's really odd, because that's all life is basically change. But I try to make myself, you know, comfortable and stuff when I can, and I like things the way I like it. And so anyway, so I'm not going to do anything this weekend, because quite frankly, I don't have any money. And every time I walk into that store, I spend money. I know the advice is free, but she has beautiful yarn there, and I'm going to want to buy it. So, and I'm going to take a sock class, and I will have the money next week for that. And so I'm going to sign up for her next sock class, so that I can actually get taught, other than a video, which, don't get me wrong, videos are great, and I've learned this much, you know, I've gotten this far on videos, but I need some other help with stuff like that. And even though I love being married, changing your name, huge pain in the rump. Pain in the rump. I can see why some women just say, you know, I'd rather not. And I am lazy enough where I almost said, no. But I did it, and I'm never going to do that again. Bureaucrats. Bureaucrat is what it is. Okay, so here we go. I have been knitting, and I decided that since I messed 2 at a time up, I would go back to my socks on my DPNs. I need to know how to make socks. You know, I need to understand the construction and what comes next. And my very first socks, my heels were fine. I had no issues with the heel. I had no issues with the gusset. I don't know what is going on now. Had huge issues with the heel on this, huge issues with the gusset. I don't have enough. I didn't have enough stitches like I was supposed to have, and I'm doing Susan B. Anderson's How I Knit, how I make my socks. Her plain vanilla sock, and that was what I did with my first one. It worked out fine. I don't know if it's I'm freaking out, but and this is in the shopper wall in the tropical fish colorway. Rock said she loved this wool to make socks. I learned something too, is this is too thin for me to make socks. This is considered light fingering. Way too thin for me. I have a Jilly orange, the orange and white variegated, and it's a beautiful, beautiful yarn. But there's no way I'm going to even try ever again to make socks in yarn this small. I just won't do it. I'll do medium weight or maybe heavy weight fingering, but lightweight I'm not going to even bother with. I mean, you can see holes through this. I mean, that's... Anyway, so here's the heel. And it's hard because it's black and this lighting is terrible. But, can you see it? No. Yeah, you see this ridge? This ridge here? Where did that come from? That had to have been me doing something wrong. And I don't know what I did wrong. So anyway, so I'm going to continue on, and here it is. You know, I'm started on the foot. So I've got a ways to go because I've got a 9.5 foot. So I hope I have enough to make the other one. And here's my husband's hat that I'm making out of Malabrigo Rios Va. And this is what I made this from. This was a free pattern. It was Stitch Nation Snow Tracks cap. Yeah, looks about the same. So this is going to look black, but it isn't. It's bottle green and blues, deep blues. Oh, there it is. Oh, I broke my cable needle, so I'm using a DPN. So yeah, you can start to see the cabling. Anyway, I only had one skein of this Va. Not enough. So I went to Webb's and with my trusty debit card and to order another skein, and someone carjacked me. Yeah. They thank goodness they don't take it out of my account until they actually ship it. So, but they did tell me, sorry. It's back ordered now. They're hoping 2 to 3 weeks we'll get some more in. So I still have a little bit that I'm going to continue to knit on. But I just seen your video the other day, Judy. And I think that blanket looks absolutely gorgeous. You did such a good job on that blanket. And I just love your Charlie socks. Just think they're awesome. I want to be a good knitter like that. So anyway, you said you were thinking about doing the hitchhiker. Isn't that funny? I've been doing this for like a little over. No, it's not even been a week yet. I like it. It's an easy knits, of course. I need something easy. And I'm using the Gina from Plymouth Yarn Company. And colorway, of course, there's no colorway, it's just a number. 003. You're gonna... No. Oh, it did. Right there at the end, it did. It was all... Can't even believe I wasted that much time. Anyway, if you look at the instructions for this thing, it wants you to use 1 skein of Wool Miza, and that's 575 yards. 109 yards. I did not read the pattern well enough. So I had two balls of that, Gina. So 200, I'll just do whatever 218 yards will give me, and another lesson learned. So let's talk about Wool-Miza. What is it about this yarn that makes it so expensive? And and it's just like the premier yarn. Of course, I've never used it. It may be the premier yarn, but I watched one, or I watched a couple because I just can't believe this little kid this teenager has this kind of yarn. Knits. He had Wool-Miza. And I know Shannon from Minerva Turkey, she's got Wool-Miza, but she has all kinds of good stuff. I mean, she's a knitter. And so I was looking around on the internet, seeing how much this game costs and stuff like that. Webb's doesn't even sell it. Loopy U is all out of it. I didn't try Jimmy Bean's yarns, but I did try, and they said the only place left, which I was probably tired of looking there. I know there's more places than that to sell Wool-Miza, and I probably could have went to the actual Wool-Miza website, but I went to eBay. Cheapest skein on eBay I found was $35.99. $35.99, and this was for an old skein. This woman was destashing her stuff, and she'd had it for years and years and years, and she said it was kept in, it was kept nice and stuff. And all right, like 30-some bucks. I think I would buy Miss Babs Yowza before I would buy, Wool-Miza that's years and years and years old. I don't know. I could be totally off base. But I just thought that was rather cute. You said you were thinking about doing the Hitchhiker. And I think Emma from Baba Bass podcast, she said she was thinking about doing the Hitchhiker as well. And I was smiling. I was like, I was sitting there knitting on my Hitchhiker watching you both. So I was just smiling about that. I thought it was pretty cute. Having a bad hair day today. That's why the hat's on. It needs to be dyed. It needs to be cut. And that's not happening until next week. So it's hat time. And since my husband loves me no matter what, as soon as I get off here, he gets the ugly. So, actually, that's about it. I don't have anything else I can think of. I haven't been crocheting any toys. I've been watching now, and Easter's coming up. I really should, but yeah, I just haven't. I should. And my grandsons are really big into Ninja Turtles now, so I was thinking about making them both a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle hat and or crochet, because that Yolanda Soto Lopez, she has a couple videos out that I could use on that. But I don't know, maybe it's later on today. I don't know. I have the whole day. Yeah, it's only 1:09. I have the whole day. I can do whatever I want. It's crappy weather up here in northern Ohio. I don't know if I said that before early in the podcast. I could have. It's still crappy weather though. Anyway, I might take a nap later on. Little kids, they just don't appreciate naps. So I hope everyone has a great weekend and a great week. Keep the videos coming. Absolutely love to watch them. I hope y'all dreams come true. Bye.